Hello everyone. We will solve this today's LeetCode problem. This is LeetCode medium problem. Let's see what it is. This is given find all group of farmland, which is so here it is given zero index m cross n binary matrix land where zero represent a hectare of forest land and one represent a hectare of farmland. Okay. To keep the land organized, they are designated rectangular areas of hectares that consist entirely of farmland. These rectangular areas are called groups. No two groups are adjacent, meaning farmland in one group is not four directionally adjacent to another farmland in different group. So here we have given rectangular areas of hectares which entirely consist of farmland. Farmland means only with the cell 1, and these rectangular areas are called groups. So this rectangular areas of hectares which has one represent one only, so this they called it a group. And here it is given that no two groups are adjacent. It means they are no not four directionally adjacent to another farmland in different group. Okay. So land can be presented by coordinate system, top left corner and the bottom right corner. Find the coordinates of the top left and the bottom right corner of each group of farmland. Okay, okay. Return 2D array of containing four length arrays described above for each group of farmland and land. If there are no groups of farmland, return empty array. So in this here, we have to find a group of rectangular hectare which has consist of farmland only, and we need to return its top left corner and its bottom right corner of that particular group, means a particular rectangular of hectare, right? So here okay, so in this here it is given that no two groups are adjacent, meaning that farmland in one group is not four directionally adjacent to another four farmland in different group. What does it mean? What does this line specify? This line give me a hint of that there will be no any condition like this. uh, there will be no any one like this one. So this one and this one is this brown, this four is here, is a group which is not adjacent to any of in any of direction to another group, right? But in this here, so this one will not cannot be present here because it is directionally adjacent to this group, this four one group. So this one case will not be possible in this test case. So this line specify that it means it is a simply of that we it's a simply of number of islands problem that we solved yesterday. That it has just need to find the starting point of one and move in it in all direction till we are getting one, until we are getting all the ones, right? And we will find its uh, the top left corner and the bottom right corner to specify that in between these all the groups of between these are the rectangle coordinates of that particular group form. Let's specify this. So for this example here, what will be the answer? So this one is a particular group because now its adjacent part are not one. So the output will be the one is here, so 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0, because we need to find the four coordinates here, four length arrays above each group of farmland. What are the four coordinates? The top left corner and the bottom right corner. So for this one, top left and bottom right corner is same, that is 0. Now for this four ones group, the top left corner will be 1 comma 1, right? And the bottom right corner will be 2 comma. So this is how this will be the answer. So the first thing after reading this question, the first thing which come my mind is that we need to group it in different we need to group we need to find the different number of groups of farmland hectares, right? The first thing which come into mind after reading the question. The second problem which I think is the second problem which I face, the second case which I think is that whether it is possible that one can be adjacent to any another group of farmland. So I again read the question and found that uh, no two groups are adjacent, meaning farmlands in one group is not for dashing adjacent to another group. So if there is a one group here, so there will be no ones which is a part of another group which is adjacent to this group, right? So the both groups will be separated with this farm with this zero, right? So we just need to find. So the approach will be so we just need to traverse this is the same question, this is the same question, just like the number of island here, right? Find the number of islands. In this question we just need to return the coordinates of different coordinates of top left and the bottom right of different groups of farmland, right? So and in the number of islands we just need to return the count, so just like that, just will be the slightest modification. So what will we do? So this will be the whole intuition that we will move, we will again find the starting point, we will again find the starting point, start of find the starting point, find the starting point. So the starting point will be my top left always, right? So if we start iterating from row to column, the first starting point will be my top left always, right? So that will be my top left always. If you see, if we start from 0 comma 0, the top left will be 0 comma 0. If we start from 1 comma 1, because if we iterate in row to column, the first point will be always the starting point, and that will be top left, right? The first will be top left. And now what will be the top right? So we will take a max variable. So we will iterate in, again we will iterate recursively, we will iterate recursively in all the four directions, in all the four directions, right? So we will iterate recursively in all the four directions and find the max row and the find max column value, because the top right will be always the max row and the max column in that particular group. So we will find the max row and the max column, because bottom right is uh, the max row, the last row and the last column, right? So the we will find the max row and max value for the bottom right coordinate, right? So this is how we will simply find this question to be solved, because this is the same as number of islands. You can see also that. So so let's see what will the time complexity, because we need to iterate in all over the land. So this time complexity will be O of n into m, right? And the space complexity will be, so I'm not using any extra space, because I'm just taking the same land to mark it as visited, because I also need to mark visited the same land which is already visited. So I just mark it as 2 or -1 something. So I'm not taking any extra space here. I will just move and mark it as visited. So I will also mark visited whenever I encounter any farmland, encounter any farmland. So you can also take another visited array, but that will take an extra space complexity. But I will not take another visited array, right? So let's see how will it I implement it. So let's num dot size here. So the main thing is here is this line. No two groups are adjacent, meaning farmland and group is not four directionally adjacent to another farmland. It's just simply simplify that we just need to group it, and there's no ambiguity that whether how that this recursive approach is not work, right? So we just need to find a starting point and iterate in all over the four directions, and we will not find any difficulty to find that. So that will be num.0 dot size. Now what will I do? I need to iterate in whole land and find the starting point, just we have done in number of islands. Okay, so I need to make a vector to store all the left and right coordinates. So what will I do? If my land is 1, then I will call a function that will find me all the adjacent ones, that will make a group here. So this will be this, and also I need to find its bottom right coordinate. So what will I do? I will uh, bottom left, I will pass a bottom left coordinate and bottom right. This will be br, take it as a brx and take it as a bry. This is bottom right and this is bottom y coordinate, which is initially equals to ij, and we will find its maximum value, right? So I will pass this here, and we need to find its maximum value. So suppose I have got I from the solve function I got all the coordinates, so I will simply push all the coordinates in my answer, ij, and this brx, and this is by, right? So ij will be the top left and the brbx will be the bottom right, right? This will be my answer, and I will simply return answer. Let's solve this. Let implement this void function, which is the main function here, right? And so here it is, I can say this will be the brx. So this we will pass it by reference because I need to update it along with the iteration. So whenever I encounter a one value, so I will mark it as wasted. For that I will mark it as a -1, right? Or 2, as per your wish. You can also mark it as 2, just different other than 0 or 1. And now you need to iterate in all the four directions. So for iterating in four direction, I will make a direction array, which is 0 comma -1, 0 comma 1, and 1 comma 0. So I will iterate in all four directions and make a new x coordinate here. This will be the y, this will be the h, right? And also need to see whether it should not go out of bound conditions. Okay, now if this is goes, I will continue it. Otherwise, if check I will check if this grid xy is 1. Sorry, this should be 9. If this is 1, then again I will call this solve function to find another that's it means that I have find an adjacent one. So I will again iterate to find two. Along with that I will update my coordinate. So whenever I encounter new coordinate, I will find it max value with this, because the bottom right will be the max value of x and y coordinate both. So I will update accordingly. So that's why I have passed it by reference, so that it can update my brx and bry, right? And I will pass it here. So this is how I will solve this. So let's run this. Okay, Okay, should be uh, this should be land dot size. Let's run this. Yeah, we have passed the test cases. Let's submit it. Yeah, we successfully passed the solution. So the main thing is here is just read the question and find the previous problems you have solved already, that we just need to recursively iterate in all the four directions and find it maximum left coordinate and the top left coordinate and the bottom right coordinate. So the space concept will be O open into M for iterating all. And if you also consider recursion stack, so that will be also open into M, right? So you can use a BFS or iterative approach to remove this recursion stack. So that will upon you. That is totally upon you. Just need to um, move in Q data structure, which we have already done, right? So yeah, thank you.